want to take any credit for Murray State, but he had some bad fortune, but also you could tell the command wasn't there. I think he walked 3 people, in 3 innings. Besides giving up hits, and wasn't in the zone the way he normally is, and the way he's been the second half of the season for sure, or most of the season I should say, and just a tough night for him.
Coach, how do you feel about your bullpen going forward in the tournament?
I don't know. We got a lot more pieces left, but when you have to get into the losers bracket, there's going to be other guys that have to step up and pitch well. And it starts with tomorrow. You got to get through the game, and so somebody does it every year. Somebody loses game 1 and makes it through, and so. I like this club, and I know they'll stick together. And again, I think you got to just be careful of trying to, look to the finish line and look to the next step. And the next step is, tomorrow against, a Western Kentucky team.
In the back, Coach David Elson again from Jackson. To get the time runner to the plate in the 9th like that in a game that's so back and forth, I feel like if it goes to the 10th, it could go the other way, and the 11th maybe again the other way. For a game like this, like what is it that you feel about your team after? Like, just is it obviously the loss is not what you want, but was the team in it the way that you wanted them to be?
Say that last part.
Was the team in it the way that you wanted? It's
for sure. Yeah, I don't really understand the question, but we love this team. This team's really good, and they fought. It wasn't like they didn't show up. We didn't play, particularly well in any of the phases. But they did, and we got beat. And when you get to this point in the season, like it's like SEC weekend baseball. You got to play well or you lose, because the other teams are good. And so nobody gets to this point in a regional without being good. And we weren't good enough today. They were a better team.
Any other questions?
Yes.
Did you identify anything with McCall's on there? His command, I think he only
Yeah,
walked 8 guys all season.
Yeah, we walked 7. A lot of things weren't the recipe for success today in a lot of different areas. Again, a couple errors made it hard. Some plays that we didn't make that, if we would have made a great play, innings may have turned. And then obviously offensively, we wasn't a ton of hits. We got some homers, and that was good and kept us in the game. But we, when their starter throws 120 pitches, it's usually not good for you, any day. And we weren't able to get to the bullpen. We weren't able to put, as you've heard me say, that chain together, to put that inning together. We got some base runners and hit a home run a couple times, but not that really explanation mark type inning. We couldn't put it together.
In the back, far left.
Mike, Carl LeBron, WCBI TV. A little side note from the game. You noticed Hayden Federico hit his back pretty hard on that wall there. Same spot that Ryan Mormon, used to play. So Mormon was a pinch hitter, but I just wanted to get maybe an update on his status going forward.
Federico.
Both of them, honestly.
Federico, I think's fine. I think it just jarred him a little bit, and he was fine. After that, Ryan, obviously the knee's better, and he's getting better each day. But it's it's kept him from playing the outfield. Swinging doesn't affect him. He can swing. Running, is a little bit of an issue. And so I think he can make it around the bases. He can do some of those things. But today we thought, with the right-hander, leave Smithwick at the DH spot, leave Fed out in the outfield.
Second row right here.
Coach, what did you think of your team's approach tonight at the plate?
I thought we didn't barrel up enough balls. I just thought we got some swings off, but we got to credit them. I mean, they pitched it really well, and again, we didn't. Just said it a couple minutes ago. I just didn't think we consistently had good at bats. We had some good at bats, but intermittently there was some bad at bats, which played to the advantage of them.
Anything else? Last one in the back, Coach. I know that it's right after this game, but are there any thoughts else that you guys are prepared for Western Kentucky and you're coming into the region?
No, we were locked in on this game.
That's it. Thanks, guys.
That's mine.